Hi everyone, Jai Hind and welcome to the platform of Study IQ IAS in English. My name is Bhavar Singh Suremix, India 115th course and qualified civil services in 2012, and I welcome you on the platform. Now in this session we'll be talking about the recent or the first of the state's scientific raptor survey that was released upon World Environment Day, that is on 5th of June, and ultimately there had been 68 of the raptor species that had been documented across Tamil Nadu. And over here, this was a collaborative effort that was done by the Tamil Nadu Forest Department, Advanced Institute for the Wildlife Conservation, and even the Tamil Nadu Raptor Research Foundation. They were involved in this complete survey. And this is the first scientific raptor survey that we are talking about in Tamil Nadu. Now, why this is important? Because when it comes to the raptor, they are basically the ecological regulator because they are the apex predator. That is, or that means that they occupy the top of the trophic pyramid. And ultimately, they consume or they control the rodent and the insect population that ensures that there is complete, stable, lower trophic levels and prevent the crop degradation as well. Also, when it comes to them, so they are important for the ecosystem health because they are highly sensitive to the chemical ingredients or the toxins and the land use changes and declining population that indicates that there is broader ecosystem imbalance or the chemical toxicity that is there. And that means that they are the indicator of the ecosystem health as well. And there is bioaccumulation as well in them because they ingest the secondary prey or they ingest the toxins, the heavy metals, DDT and the NSAIDs, and ultimately that magnify in the raptor tissues. And ultimately that makes them the perfect early warning biological systems to study the bioaccumulation as well. And this is the reason why when it comes to the vulture population in India, they have declined severely. Because when it comes to the vulture population, what was being done was for the cattle, there was diclofenac that was being used for the milch animals. And ultimately that diclofenac, it accumulated into their tissue. And when the vultures, they fed upon the dead cattle, so they also died because of the kidney failures. And that was one of the reasons why we have seen the decline in the vultures population. Now, when it comes to the 2026 census and the methodology, so there was the innovation that was made and the survey, it covered 389 sample blocks that represents nearly about 9.57% of the state's land area. Basically, the survey was conducted in the Western Ghats region, and here the specialized counting technique were executed to fit the target groups that are there. That is, there was nocturnal point counts that was used for the owls, and there was vehicle or the foot transits that covered over 10,000 kilometers of the diurnal raptors which are there. And also, when it comes to the exercise, it mobilized nearly about 3,500 or exactly 3,643 participants, which included the forest staff, included the independent researchers and the trained volunteers as well. Now, before this, the assessment that was made, so there was standardized training of the trainers that was given, a program that was given at the Advanced Institute for the Wildlife Conservation, and it ensured that there is the absolute methodological consistency that is across the 49 forest division in which the complete survey was conducted. Now, when it comes to the spatial variation and the diversity profile, you can see that in the Erode division, there were 33 of the species that were recorded or they were found. And ultimately over here, this is where you will find dry deciduous forest. There is scrublands, even the grasslands. And over here, when it comes to the conservation priority, it is very high where it is the raptor diversity hotspot region. Then comes the another region, that is the Nilgiris, where 31 species had been spotted. And over here, you'll find that there is the mountain grasslands and even the Shola forest, which are the temperate forests which are found in the South India. And here, the conservation priority is critical, where we have the vulture nesting sites. Then comes the Coimbatore, where we have the spotting of the 29 species. This is where we have the Western Ghat foothills as well as the agri mosaic region that you will find over here. And here the conservation priority is high, where this is a part of the migration corridor. Then comes the Kaveri Delta district. Over here, there were high individual counts that were seen. And this is where you will find the ecology, that is riparian, wetlands, and even the agriculture systems that you will find over here. The conservation priority over here is medium, where there is the wintering wetlands raptors that you will find in the region. Now, over here, when it comes to the vulture safe zones, so there is Mudumalai and Satyamangalam. So this is the interface where you will find that this is specifically the Moyar River Valley that remains the last viable stronghold for the vulture species in the southern India. Now, the 2026 survey that was conducted, or the assessment that was conducted, it confirmed that there are nesting success and even the population stabilization of 3 of the critical endangered vultures of the species. That is, we have the white rump vulture, red-headed vulture, and the Indian vulture as well, along with the endangered species, that is the Egyptian vulture. Now, there had been collaborative interstate vulture safe zones that were established across Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala. That is vital to eliminate the residue toxicity from the livestock treatments that these vultures they were exposed to. Now, over here, it is very important that this links to the migratory link as well and the Central Asian flyway also, because there had been the corridor, the documentation of the rare steepy eagle and even the 5 migratory harrier species. They confirm that Tamil Nadu is a structural or the critical wintering terminal for the Central Asian flyway. At the same time, when it comes to the Central Asian flyway, so this is basically the region or the sphere where the winters bird, or during the winters, the birds that are there from the Siberia or the Central Asia steppes, including Russia, they migrate, and during the winters, they come to this region. So there are wintering grounds which were seen in the southern India's grasslands and the agriculture plains in Erode, in Nilgiris, and even in Coimbatore, where key species had been spotted. That is pied harrier, pallid harrier, and even the eastern marsh harrier, which was spotted in the region, and that confirms that this is a part or critical part for the intercontinental corridor, that is the Central Asian flyway. But at the same time, over you can see that this is the gilt abundance, that when it comes to the journalist carnivores, majorly shikara, or shikra, so you can see that it is abundant at 85%. Then when it comes to the carrion feeders, that is kites and the vultures, they are localized to 45%, and the grassland specialists, this is a concern for the owls and the harriers, which are critically low at just 25%. Now, this is the imbalance alert, where we have the high numbers of the journalists that indicates that there had been adaptive success. But at the same time, when it comes to the grassland specialists, so there is the scarcity that points that there had been fragmentation of the ONEs, that is the open natural ecosystems where these birds or the species they survive. So basically the root cause is that there had been the specialist of the specialist raptor species, they have declined. It is the the exclusion of the ONEs, where we have the dry plains, the scrub, and the grasslands and the savannas. Basically, they have been recorded or classified as the wasteland. And ultimately, what has happened was that because of this, the open, the grasslands which are there, they have been changed, or they had been converted into the industrial parks, or even into they were taken care of, or they were converted into the agriculture plains. So that is the major reason why we have the decline of the ONEs into the region. There is also agrochemical poisoning, where there is the heavy pesticide loads in the agriculture margins, and that kills the non-target insects as well. That reduces the prey base for the insectivorous raptors, and ultimately also leads to the bioaccumulation that leads to the death of these raptors. And even there is loss of infrastructure, where fast-growing monoculture plantation, like for example of eucalyptus, that do not offer the nesting canopy that is required by these vultures, or it also do not give them the hollows that are required for the large eagles and for the owls as well. Now, when it comes to the complete safeguard policies, you can see that in 2006, it was the diclofenac that was banned for the cattle. Alright, so India had banned the veterinary use of the diclofenac following the massive, more than 97% of the decline in Gyp's vulture population. Later on in 2020, there was release of the action plan for vulture conservation that was from between 2020 to 2025, which mandated to set up the rescue centers as well as safe zones. In 2025, there was first synchronized southern states vulture census that established the transboundary ecological baselines. And in 2026, we have seen that there had been the first of the Tamil Nadu's comprehensive scientific raptor census that was released on the World Environment Day. Now, over here, it is very important that, well, you are framing any question, answer in your mains. you can use the quotes. And over here, we have the quote from Aldo Leopold, and it says that a thing is right when it tends to preserve the integrity, stability, and beauty of the biotic community. It is wrong when it tends otherwise. So over here, it is very important that when it comes to the vulture conservation, so we have shifted from anthropogenic conservation or anthropogenic needs or the mandates towards the ecocentric justice for the vulture conservation. And also the scavengers prevention is very important because we have seen the zoonotic outbreak. Like, for example, there is an outbreak right now that is going on in Africa, that is of Ebola. In Kerala also, there is an outbreak that we have seen of the Nipah virus, and even there is a bacterial outbreak in Kerala. So there are the zoonotic virus or the outbreaks, like for example, these examples I have given, or the anthrax, or the rabies as well. And ultimately the vultures or these raptors, they actually are the scavengers which actually clear the nature's waste that is there, and ultimately they build the agility of the system or the environment also. So that is why the conservation is quite important, and you can link this to the One Health perspective, where it is about the human health, it is about the animal health, and about the environmental health as well. So this is where you can link the complete conservation program of the vultures as well. So that would be all in this video. But at the same time, let me tell you that if you are preparing for UPSC Civil Services 2027, for 2028, or even for 2029, then you can join the GS Foundation batches on the platform of Study IQ, which are P2I batches. Now, the English batch is the resolution batch, and over here we are giving you the discount of 50%. That is the limited time offer that you are getting right now. So you can enroll into the batches by using the code that is BRS Live. That will fetch you the 50% discount. Or also alternatively, if you are if you are having any problem while enrolling into the batch, you can call us at 76 4000 and 3000. That is 76 4000 3000. So that would be all in this session. Thank you very much, guys. But at the same time, if you are looking for the optional, you can join the public administration batches as well, which I'm taking on the platform of Study IQ. All right, so that is all. But at the same time, I will see you in the next video. But till then, take care of yourself, and also do not forget to like the session, share the session with your friends, and subscribe so that you do not miss any of the updates in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care and Jai Hind.